Well, we're looking at 39 minutes after 5 right here, 97.7 The Beat, NatchezRadio.com. This is Natchez Renewal Radio right here in the studio, live and in living color. We've got the Mayor Dan Gibson. Good evening, young man.
Hello, Mr. Leon. Good evening. How are you doing?
I'm doing okay. Okay.
I tell you what, every day's a blessing.
Absolutely.
And this has been a beautiful day from start to finish. We're about to have a beautiful evening. I predict we're going to have a beautiful sunset in this Natchez, Mississippi, the sunset capital of the South. We've been having beautiful days, and the morning started out just so nice.
Yeah.
I heard someone tell me this weekend that in their recollection over many years in Natchez, they believe this has been our prettiest spring. Well, maybe. It's been a long spring. Let's hope it continues that way. April starts tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then
Easter Bunny time.
I know. It's a great time of year. In fact, I was at Susie B. West yesterday reading to the children there and sharing with them about Easter. They were all excited about the Easter Bunny. But what I was really grateful for is one of the teachers there, I'll never forget, Miss Butler. She brought up the fact that, well, we got to remember the real reason that we celebrate Easter. And it's not about the eggs. It's not about the Easter Bunny.
No, it's not.
But it's about Jesus, risen from the dead. And I'm just grateful to know a risen Savior who is so good to me and who has given us such favor here in the city. And so I just want to wish everyone a happy Easter and to remember that He is risen indeed. Now, all that said, we've had a lot going on. We had a meeting just a little while ago at City Hall. I want to talk about that. It was for the Mayor's Book Club. We've been talking about this a good bit the last couple of weeks, actually the last month. We have decided to partner with the First Family Organization of Georgia, FERST, and they have a nonprofit called First Readers. And First Readers delivers books, thousands of books, every month to children all across the region. I think a 15-state region. And they have been working with the mayor's office in Jacksonville, Florida. And so we now are partnered with them to do this here in Mississippi. Natchez will be the first mayor-sponsored activity of this type. And so we have now set a goal of 500 young readers from 0 to age 5. And the reason we're doing this is because we've identified that it's so important to help a child learn how to read early in life. Their brains are at great activity.
Right.
In fact, twice by age 2 and age 3, they are getting to where they're thinking twice as fast as an adult. It's a prime time for learning. And so we're trying to harness that learning power. It is proven that children who can learn how to read early in life do much better in life, and actually when they can start elementary school at age 5 or 6, already able to read, they're much more confident.
Absolutely.
And they do much better. Well, we have set as a goal, and we have raised the funds for this, 500 children between the ages of 0 and 5. That is 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. It cuts off when they turn 5, but that's 5 years that will give them a solid foundation. We've set a goal of 500 children in the 39120 zip code to begin receiving books every month. And our goal is to sign up 250 by April 15th. Well, we just had a meeting today, and we're already almost to 200.
Wonderful.
Signed up.
Wonderful.
And so that means in a very short period of time, children here in Natchez will start getting these free books. So if you have a child, a grandchild, or a friend who has a child, or this could be a niece or a nephew, or a great niece or a great nephew, get them signed up. You can go to Dixon Books on Main Street.
On Main
They're
Street.
kind of our
Yeah.
headquarters, right down from Arts Natchez, right there on Main
Across
Street.
the street from, yeah.
You can get signed up there, or you can go to the mayor's office in City Hall, or you can go to the library. And our librarian, Pam Plummer, was at our meeting today, and she's very excited about the program. But go get these children signed up.
Yeah.
We're hopeful that these 200, and then the more the better, will submit a list by April 15th, and then in May, all these children will be receiving the books. The books will come every month, and they also will come with a study guide for parents to help, and our siblings or teachers reading the book to know what lessons are being taught. And these are just very simple, good lessons. Nothing political about this, nothing that has any ulterior motive. It's just simply to get children reading. It's not costing the city of Natchez a dime. Everything has been by donation, and we're just so grateful for that. And I want to thank the generous people of Natchez who have stepped forward to donate to this great cause.
Also, I'd like to say, Mayor, the beauty of it is when you're reading to children, they're quiet and they listen.
Yeah.
And that is just a real beauty of it. And I read to my children, and I love reading to my grandchildren to watch. They pay attention while you're reading.
Yeah. I have a 4-month-old grandson. I just got an Easter care package off to him last week because they live out of state. But I included a book, and it was a Peter Cottontail book for Easter, but it's made out of cardboard. And actually, these first readers that will be getting these books, the ones who are infants, will be getting cardboard books, so they can gnaw on them. They can really fall in love with that book. Yes, y'all. I have a friend standing here, and it has a piece of paper. It may be an announcement.
Oh.
Is it an announcement? Would you like for us to make it?
Well,
here. Let me see. Oh my goodness! Isn't this wonderful? Gosh, I'm so glad you brought this to us. Easter Sunday, and I'm just going to read this. This is beautiful, beautiful. We were just talking about Easter, and what a great time of year this is.
It'll be next Sunday.
And would you like to come and be on the radio with me? Are you sure? Jesus said, I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. John 11:25. He is risen. Rejoice in the resurrection of Jesus Christ. You are cordially invited to Easter Sunrise Resurrection Worship Service on April 5th, 2026 at 6 a.m. All are welcome to come worship with us, all churches and the general public. St. Peter Missionary Baptist Church, location 207 Parker Street, Natchez, Mississippi, and the phone number 601-442-0069. Pastor is Wilsani Johnson, and youth pastor is Michelle Brooks. Wishing you a blessed and joy-filled Easter. Breakfast will be served following the service. So this is a great opportunity, Easter Sunrise Service, 6 a.m. this Sunday. I'm going to hand this over to Mr. Leon so that they can continue making that announcement here on WTYJ.
Absolutely.
And good timing.
And be sure to tell Pastor Johnson I said hello. That's my brother-in-law.
We're so grateful you brought that. Thank you.
Thank you very much for the
You're so welcome. We got out there. All right. Thank you.
You could have been on the radio if you wanted to. Wouldn't cost you not one extra cent.
Thank you. God bless you. And happy Easter. You know, I'm just going to continue talking about Easter while we're on the radio here. And, you know, when I was a kid, we were all about dyeing those eggs and getting out there and hunting those eggs.
So much fun.
And I also loved eaten the eggs. Who doesn't like boiled eggs?
True.
But I also, to this day, enjoy the plastic eggs because you can put a lot of good stuff in them. Well, this Sunday, we're going to have an Easter egg hunt. It will be a citywide Easter egg hunt on the bluff, and they're going to have 1,000 of those plastic eggs out there.
Oh,
It's
man.
from 3 to 6. I doubt it'll last that long. They'll have those eggs picked up within 30 minutes.
Yeah.
It's a little unusual. Our Parks and Rec department just thought, there are a lot of children that don't have enough to do on Easter Sunday, and this would add more to our community. So I just want to give a shout out to Ryan Porter and his team for putting this together. And so we want to encourage everyone to come out to the Natchez Bluff. Bring your children. The Easter Bunny will be there 3 to 6 this Sunday, Easter Sunday. And we will have 1,000 plastic eggs all stuffed with candy and prizes. Now, I want to just say, Mr. Leon, what's the best candy at Easter?
That little pink marshmallow bunny.
Okay. Are you talking about Peeps?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You and I are on the same page.
Okay.
I can eat my weight in marshmallow Peeps. It can be the little
goodness.
pink bunny. It can be the little original yellow Peep. But, oh, man, they've gotten cotton candy flavor.
Really?
They've gotten really creative. Yeah.
Oh.
They actually have all kinds of flavor. Now, there's only one flavor I'm not much on. They have root beer flavored
Really?
Peeps.
Wow.
That just doesn't
I've
seem
never-
to go. Now, another...
Well, what's surprising to me, Mayor, is you remember the brand name, Peeps.
Oh,
Like,
Peeps,
you
just
know.
born. I'm an expert on Peeps, let me tell you.
Man.
And you can eat Peeps at Valentine's Day. They now have Peeps, they have the Peep, ghosts and things for Halloween. And
I did not know
and
that.
they even have Christmas Peeps. Remember the little Christmas trees and things? Yeah. Don't you wish you owned some stock in Peeps? The
I'm
other...
telling you.
how about jelly? Just a plain old jelly bean.
Yeah, jelly beans. Yeah.
Yeah. And then the chocolate covered. Well, it's just the chocolate Easter bunny.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I was kind of disappointed in that because it would be hollow.
Yeah. I know.
And you're expecting, when you're young and you
Yeah.
just,
Well, I want to tell you, when my son, who's now 30, I remember 30. He just turned 33. I can't believe it. Anyway, no, I'm wrong. He's 32. I'm not rushing him along. So when he was little, and it was Easter, we dress him up in the finest little clothes.
Oh,
Easter,
yeah.
right?
Got to have the Easter suit.
Yeah, and he would get that chocolate bunny, and
Oh.
that was the end of the clothes. And the hollow one didn't do as much damage, but the solid one, oh my goodness,
yeah.
he'd gnaw on that thing all afternoon. And it would melt all over him, and those are good memories, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. They are. In fact, it was Easter time. I'll never forget my dad and my stepmother. I lost my birth mother when I was 25. The Lord blessed me with a wonderful stepmother. They asked us to meet them at a little restaurant out in the country that was owned by Mennonites
Okay.
who lived outside of McGee, Mississippi.
Okay.
So we rode out there, and it was around Easter time, and my son was all dressed up in his little Easter outfit, looking really good, Back then, we would do some shopping here. We would go down here, Kelly's Kids, and buy him stuff.
Right.
Remember
Yeah. Kelly's Kids. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it had been raining, and it was a delicious lunch. We came out, and it had been raining, and it was a gravel and dirt, area. Before we knew it, he had run to a mud puddle, and he had sat down in the mud puddle, and he was just splashing water everywhere. I've never seen a child so happy. So I decided just to let him enjoy it. Of course, his mother was just
I was
you know
about
how
to
mothers
say,
are.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, luckily we did have an old blanket in the trunk, and when he had had his fun, We wrapped him up in the blanket. And we drove back into McGee to get on 49 to head home, and there was a Hudson's there. And we went into Hudson's and bought him some great new clothes. Got him all cleaned up there in the bathroom at Hudson's. You know, I'm just going down memory lane here today.
Was that Easter?
Not talking much about
was
city
that
business.
Easter Sunday?
It was not Easter Sunday,
Oh,
but it
okay.
was very close to Easter.
Oh,
It
okay.
was that beautiful
Okay.
Easter time of year.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, it's good to just share and laugh. We have such a beautiful community. I want to say this. Just a little while ago, I had a good talk with Jimmy Smith, and we were talking about Hobby Lobby. You know, Jimmy's the one who's helped make Hobby Lobby happen and the redevelopment of Tracetown, and we have some exciting announcements coming very soon.
Okay.
But he shared with me that Hobby Lobby is exceeding their projections some days by double. In fact, the Hobby Lobby is performing so well, it's a remarkable success. Do you know how much they sold at that Hobby Lobby on their first Friday? This was a week ago, their soft opening. You know, they had a soft opening. No one really knew it. They just popped up some signs said, now open. And it wasn't until, last Monday that we really went and celebrated with them. They did 43,000 in business that Friday.
Wow.
Yeah. They're pulling, a lot of people get a little mixed up thinking, well, Jackson, and Natchez, I was thinking about Jackson earlier, the legislature's in their last day. We won't go there.
Okay.
Hopefully we'll have some good news soon. Some good things happening. I want to tell you, they will say this, Natchez only has 15,000 people, only that people in the county. How can we support a Hobby Lobby? What you have to do is you have to draw a circle. And you go in a 60-mile radius, and there's really not much. You have to go all the way to Brookhaven to get something, right?
Right.
Or you have to go all the way up to Vicksburg, or all the
Vicksburg.
way over to Alexandria, or all the way down to Baton Rouge. And it's really hard right now even to get to Macomb.
Yeah.
And in that area, I've called it before a retail desert. And we pull from about 75,000 people in that area, not 60 miles out, but just 30 miles out. So people 30 miles out have a choice. Am I going to go to Brookhaven, or am I going to go to Natchez? Am I going to go to Jackson, or am I going to go to Natchez? Well, more and more we know people are choosing to come to Natchez.
Sure.
Because we're such a safe community,
Yeah.
such a beautiful community, and so many great things to do here once you come here.
Yeah.
So get ready. The Hobby Lobby is all open, and it's not going anywhere.
Great.
Great new jobs, great new activity.
Well, I got a story about Hobby Lobby.
I'm listening.
What happened years ago, before you were even mayor, I wrote Hobby Lobby, and I told them, I said, hey, you need to be in Natchez. I'm tired of driving to Vicksburg.
Yeah.
And, we wrote back and forth, and finally I told them, I said, you've got 2 colleges, you've got 4 high schools, you've got elementary school. I said, all of us shop, we need Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
So I may have been
You may have
part of
started
that's
this.
right.
You
Absolutely.
planted a seed.
I did.
Yeah,
I
you
can
planted
show
a
you the
seed.
letter.
I'd love to see
I
it.
forgot what year it was. but it
Leon,
was
I'd
quite
love
some
to
time
see
ago.
the letter.
Absolutely.
That'd be a great little piece of memorabilia for us to have, and even take out and show Hobby Lobby. The
Yeah.
local management would love to see that.
Oh, yeah. 'Cause,
Well, Hobby
whomever
Lobby,
signed it and all, that would be great. Yeah.
and all the artists we have here.
Absolutely.
Well, Hobby Lobby does a lot of homework before they will establish a store. And what's really cool about this is they did a lot of research and found that their store in, the Jackson area, their store in Macomb, I'm not sure which other stores, but they put it all together. And they can track activity by zip code when you shop these days. They know where you're coming from.
Right.
And over $6 million a year was being spent from a 39120 zip code.
Exactly.
That showed, oh wow, people from Natchez are spending $6 million a year at Hobby Lobby. That's more than an average store makes. So they knew just putting it here it would be an instant success, and it is. We're so grateful. A lot of things that we have to be grateful for, and but just think about that Friday, 43,000. You know, just do the math. 10 days, you're up to over 500,000, just right there.
Well, I've been there 3 times so far. And we're not counting Friday.
I just want to wish everyone a happy Easter. I want to thank you for listening. I do thank our members of the legislature. They are working very hard to wrap up the spring session of the legislature right now. They have been good to Natchez so far. We'll wait and see what the final outcome will be. We'll be making that report soon. Leon, God bless you. Let's live in the love.
Absolutely.
Those folks out there who just live in the hate, hey, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
Life is so much better when you live
Absolutely.
in the love.
Yeah.
And that love is Jesus. Amen. Thank
Okay,
you.
Mayor. It's good seeing you.
You too, as always.
You've been listening to Natchez Renewal Radio with the one and only Mayor Dan Gibson right here in Natchez, Adams County. It is back to Core DJ Buzz.